Of course, you heard that the State House of Assembly in Kaduna State have accused ex-Governor El-Rufai of looting the state treasury. Even the current governor of Kaduna State says he is so paralyzed economically. The state is so paralyzed economically that he's unable to function as he should as governor because, according to him, El-Rufai looted Kaduna State hollow. Who would have thought El-Rufai would do that? In another news, Bode George and Okupe are now leading the praise singing group for President Tinubu. The same Bode George that said he was going to leave Nigeria if Tinubu became president is today saying that Tinubu is doing the best he could because 1 year is not enough to judge Tinubu. That's not even the funniest part. The most tragic and funniest part of it is Okupe that ran Labour Party campaign. He was spokesperson for Labour Party. Okupe today is saying that Tinubu was the best ever candidate to have contested for the 2023 elections. So he thinks Tinubu is it. I'll bring you details of all this if you just stick with me a moment. You never really know people until you know them. I want you to listen to this man. Please, just listen to what this man is saying.
It's a different day entirely, you know. Now, we've seen issues in Haiti. We've seen issues in Venezuela. You know, when nation is going to crumble, it crumbles, you know, right in front of your eye. We have no other country, those who are supporting APC, PDP, Labour Party, AFGA, or any other party. But we must come to reality that Nigeria is not working this present time for us, all right? Because if Asiwaju Tinubu knows exactly what he was doing with the subsidy removal, he would have known that this crisis of food would come. Now, a nation must know his priority. It appears to me that, you know, the 15 billion to renovate the VP house is more important. It's more important than Nigerians. The 40 billion to renovate the National Assembly is more important than the security of Nigeria and the starvation of Nigeria. Nothing is more important than that. And the 160 million cars that each of the legislators took because you want to win people to your hearts and starve the nation to death, Asiwaju.
What kind of VP lodge, VP's house are they going to build with 15 billion naira? 15 billion, not 5 billion, not 1 billion. A house for one person, vice president of Nigeria, 15 billion. Wasn't Yemi Osinbajo living in a house when he was VP? What happened to the house where he was living? Then you give each senator, each member of National House of Assembly, you give them 160 million to buy a car. When we are crying, the nation doesn't have money. The nation doesn't have money. Is this the right time for that? And 40 billion naira for what? What is that 40 billion naira for? For National Assembly, just to renovate a National Assembly, 40 billion naira. So this is just looting spree by these people who are telling us that the nation is broke, people should manage, they cannot pay 60,000 or is it 100,000 minimum wage to workers. Yet the few at the helm of affairs are looting the nation dry.
These are onions, Tinubu president, onions. People cannot afford to buy it in the market again, Tinubu. This is Indomie. This is now the price. This is the price. This is the salary you pay a policeman and soldiers who protect us in this country. Police who did not sleep because of us. This is their price, Indomie. This is the price of oil. This oil now is 18,000. This Indomie now is almost 20,000, affordable. This bag of rice now, Tinubu, is a luxury. It's 90,000, and the police salary is 44,000. The soldier salary is about 60 or 80,000. If I'm wrong, tell me. This is a bag of snakes. It's unaffordable. You have affordable houses for military men, for doctors, for nurses, for your citizens in Africa countries like Rwanda, like Morocco, right? Like Libya. I'm not even talking about Canada or America. And then you have the infantry, you, Shetima, to announce that you are giving 90 billion to selective Alhajis who have defrauded this country to go to Hajj without thinking of the men and women in this country. You have the infantry to say you want to renovate the National House of Assembly at Akpabio with 40 billion. You and your 40 tips.
A lot of people are saying that, the reason people like Donyo Okupe, Wole Soyinka, and Bode George are singing the praises of a government that has crippled everything good in Nigeria. That the reason they're singing the praises of a criminal gang that are looting the economy of the nation is because they are broke as well and they need the crumbs from the table. Soyinka had a street named after him recently. And I said to myself, is that all you get for supporting these criminals? No, he gets much more than that. One of the things he gets, isn't it? And then some people are saying, oh, Donyo Okupe was recently diagnosed of cancer. Cancer treatment is very expensive, so he needs the money to fund his cancer treatment. That's why, having been the Director General of P2B's campaign, he doesn't care about the P2B that didn't win again. He just wants some kind of close association with the new government in power. And that's why he's suddenly saying that Tinubu is the best, that he was the best of all the contestants for the post of presidency in Nigeria in 2023. What a shame. What a shame. Men have lost their balls. Bode George. There was nothing Bode George did not say against a Tinubu presidency. Today, Bode George too. A two Bode George, as Shakespeare would say. A two Bode George. It's so sad what is going on in Nigeria. A lot of people say to me, oh, Jessica, you are an evangelist. Rather than criticize, why don't you pray for the nation? You see, God cannot behold iniquity. The iniquity in Nigeria is too much. The last time such iniquity happened in a nation, God said the nations are ablaze. He said the two cities, Sodom and Gomorrah, are ablaze. He said the iniquity of Sodom and Gomorrah was just too much for him. And we read in the book of Genesis about how God destroyed the world with flood. Although he says he won't destroy with flood anymore, he's going to destroy with fire. One of the reasons the Bible says that God looked upon man and saw that every inclination of the heart of man was filled with wickedness, and that God regretted creating man. Every inclination of the heart of Nigerians, politicians in Nigeria, is filled with so much wickedness. And these are old men. You ask yourself, how long do these men have to live in this wicked world?